Tigers are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for San Antonio. Freak in at point guard. Favors is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Richardson in at the shooting guard. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Aldridge a screen. All alone. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Plays it in without an inch of room around him.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And that one's good. Freak. And he converts the layup. He's got 6.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Favors with the screen. Leonard sets a screen for Freak. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries it from 19. Aldridge can't get it to go.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Leonard with the steal. Throws it up high, and Freak throws it down.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Down low. Here's Okafor. Here's Miles. No good. Great D that time from Favors. Nobody near Leonard. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
To the paint. Miles. That's good.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Freak dishes to Richardson. Aldridge a screen. Lock at 6. Here's Leonard. Another one falls for San Antonio.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Okafor. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Alexander's checked in for San Antonio. Dragic comes in for Richardson. Here's Leonard, and it's San Antonio with another.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Freak, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
Move the ball.
Now here's Freak. 6 points for him. And a miss there on the triple. And it's more penetrating. Makes it off the glass.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Rockets in Houston.
Fought extremely hard to win that game. They were exhausted, you could tell, but you could see what that win meant to them at the end of overtime.
Well, you could see that the emotions were just raw after that one, and you could expect it. I mean, when you give of yourself that much,
you need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
And the Spurs with some changes. Mahinmi comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Chalmers in for Freak. It's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Derek Favors checked in for Alexander. Aldridge comes in for Mahinmi. Richardson, he's checked in for Mario Chalmers. And Freak subbed in for Goran Dragic. On the court right now for the Spurs. Freak, he's in at the point. Aldridge out there with Favors. Then there's Richardson. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets really had a hard time. He ended with 7 points and did a good portion of his work from the free throw line as he drew a good number of fouls. The iron was quite unkind to him as shot after shot ricocheted off the rim. He'll be looking to have a much better time out this contest, Kevin.
Good work as always, Doris. Thank you. Well, we haven't seen too many games, guys, like that out of him before.
And you know what? I'm thinking we'll see a different guy here tonight. Hard to imagine he'd have back-to-back bad games.
Yep, forget about back-to-back bad games on an individual basis. What he really wants to avoid are back-to-back losses.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
It's Miles atop the key. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Crabbe. Hits it from 3-point range. Crabbe's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, Freak. 9 points in the game so far. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Freak. Freak's got 5 assists tonight.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Dishes to Favors. Freak kicks to Favors. Leonard against Nurkic. From deep 3-point range. Rebound by Nurkic.
He has got a lot of confidence in his game. You have to if you think you can knock one down from there.
Yeah, I think he maybe needs some time for some direct admonishment.
Now here's Leonard. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Freak with it. He's guarded by Nurkic. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And a look at the top 3-point shooting small forwards this season in the NBA. Every wingman should have that shot in his arsenal, and these guys certainly do. Kawhi Leonard on top.
I mean, his range is about as long as it gets. I mean, you'd better have someone on him as soon as he crosses half court, or he just might drop a bomb on you.
You got to keep his airspace limited, right up in it. There have been a lot of great bombers at small forward over the years, and with that percentage of his, he's right up there with him.
Now here's Freak. He's got 9. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. San Antonio also making some changes. Alexander's checked in for Favors. And it's Dragic in for Richardson. Embiid, no good. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
And we're through the first half.
Well, Goran,
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Freak. 12 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
We've got Okafor, and it's Nurkic in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And both free throws good from Freak. The 76ers trail by 6. And the layup falls. 8 points for him.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Can't hit from the corner. The 76ers shooting at 50% in a decent group. There's the dish to Miles. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Now here's Freak. He's got 14. Here's Favors. The baseline jumper goes down.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
It's a close game here in Philadelphia. Here's Muck.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really,
Good try.
in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. The 76ers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Here's Crab.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And a miss there off the inbound. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist by Freak. And now it's an 8-point Spurs lead. And stolen by Richardson. All alone. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Here's Nurkic following the basket by Freak. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's Freak. 21 points in the game. Aldridge, the offensive rebound. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got the lead up to 12 now for San Antonio.
You know, you look at what they're doing, and it's easy to see why they want to run right
They
now.
can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Aldridge. 6th in field goal percentage and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And, you know, back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3. His consistent shooting creates a lot of openings in the defense.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Goran Dragic has checked in for Richardson. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the 76ers. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, the Charlotte Hornets. Right there with them. They're all tied up atop the standings.
And I think for the 76ers, what a start to the season it's been for them. I mean, it has taken them no time to find that rhythm. They have looked fantastic from day one.
And, Greg, we knew they had potential, but thought it would take a while. What's been surprising is how quickly they've made it happen.
He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. He's got 12.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Time now for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the 76ers let me know the status. He told me that after taking a look at him, it's thankfully just a sore wrist. That is going to make things very hard on them in what is still...
And so here is Philadelphia, trailing by 13. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter. Freak, he's in at point guard. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Favors, and it's Richardson in at the 2 guard. Here's Freak. Tries again, and it's laid up and in by Aldridge. And the Spurs lead by 13.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
And stolen by Freak. Jumps up. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Well, now they've lost the starch in their shirt, guys. They're demoralized. A careless play to turn it over and then slow to get back on defense. Lethargic.
It looks like their legs are gone at this point. I mean, I don't think a comeback bid is in the offing.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Unloads from 9, and it's Miles with the rebound.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
And it's Moore penetrating. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
It's Richardson on the wing. Favors passes to Freak. Back to Favors. And that one's good.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Tipped away. Here's Marjanovic. Plenty of space. It's hauled in by Richardson.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And finished off by Leonard.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in.
That's exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. He went for that pump fake, hook, line, and sinker.
And Freak throws it down.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Freak's got 6 here in this quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Spurs.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Number 12. That's his first.
The first one falls.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Okafor's checked in, and Nurkic subbed in for Wilson Chandler.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
And it's blocked.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Nobody near Nurkic. No good with the triple. Spurs leading by 21. And here's Freak. It's Richardson on the wing. Clock at 4. And he gets it to go. 6 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, always nice to win the first one as they'll go up 1-0 in the season series against the 76ers.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Freak. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Pick by Okafor. Off the pick. Second shot opportunity. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Here's Freak. Plays it up and banks it in. Freak's got 36.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Knocked away. Okafor with the steal. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Okafor.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Freak. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was his, and he did not hesitate to exert